Hi there. I'm Jill Kane, and I've worked with Jennifer recently on her new program, the Emotion Code, which has been such a wonderful experience and just so enlightening for me. I've received so much awareness and clarity through working with her. So, I guess my biggest kind of roadblock in coming to work with Jennifer was that I was stepping out into my own out of spending years working in corporate and wanting to pursue my own business as an independent consultant. And even though I knew my stuff, I had over 20 years experience in the work, there was something blocking me. I felt like there were just feelings I'd sit down to reach out and to just start making connections and really, pursue looking for clients and all of those things. And I just felt stuck a lot of the time. And so, in doing these sessions, we actually had two sessions, and they were just really, really amazing. It was something I never would have expected, and a lot of things were revealed. Um, so, I could speak a little bit more to specifically. If we want to talk on that. So I think what the biggest thing for me was that it really touched on emotions that are locked inside that we're not even really aware of. And I kind of knew in the back of my mind there was some things that I needed to let go of in order to move on, move forward. And it was really frustrating for me because I knew that this is what I wanted and I couldn't figure it out. Like I just couldn't figure out what was blocking me and what was stopping me. So in our first session together, we uncovered, I think, 7 or 8 emotions that were blocked, which was really interesting because I wasn't even aware that there were that many. So some of them being frustration, feeling a lack of control, unworthiness. And one thing I think that I found was really interesting is Jennifer's able to kind of go back to figure out approximately at what age these were trapped. And a lot of them for me ended up being kind of a common theme of a certain age. So the first session, I think some of those were all like age 6. So we're trying to think back to what happened, maybe what was happening in my life at that time. And it's just kind of great to be able to look back and kind of analyze yourself and know that the things that happen as a child, the thoughts, even like situations that aren't what we think of as traumatic, but just something that maybe that happened that really stuck with us can really affect us so many years later. And so immediately after that first session, I just felt like this lightness and just like this weight was lifted. And I didn't feel like I was worried about anything or, particularly anxious. I just felt like this new lightness inside of me that kind of lasted for a little bit. And then we had our second session. And then in that session as well, there was some additional emotions that we uncovered. And, again, those were different emotions trapped at different ages. And still, one of the other things I really enjoyed was learning about not only the ages, but the body parts that kind of shows up in, right? So some of the emotions that get trapped in us cause us to have certain feelings or stress or strain in certain parts of our body. So I started to really uncover that this was affecting me not only mentally, but physically. And so it was really powerful to be able to gain this new level of awareness and clarity. And I think that, after the two sessions, I definitely felt a difference. I felt so much lighter. I felt just able to really step into this new business of mine and take on this role and really understand how I want to show up as a leader, feeling empowered, feeling like nothing was really holding me back anymore. So I want to thank Jennifer. I think if you're considering working with her, you will find the same. Like you'll just be able to uncover some things that you aren't even aware of, and what we're not aware of, we can't really fix. So I just think that it's just such a powerful experience, and it's always enjoyable working with Jennifer. So I highly recommend that you do the same if you're interested in creating that breakthrough and uncovering some things that may be holding you back.